What's going on, everybody? This is Black Sheep 311 here. Your homeless guide to handicaps. And I'm sitting here at the lovely Hacienda de Walmart. This is pretty much where I'm spending my time right now. And I'm rocking out. Everything is beautiful. All my neighbors are here. All the regulars are here. And just kind of sitting here doing my thing. And I was watching some YouTube videos, and something inspired me to hop on the microphone / camera. What I was watching was I was watching somebody make a video, or I was watching a video of somebody sort of making fun of this character, Chris Chan. Now, if you've never heard of Chris Chan, he was a video game streamer who became very popular, largely for the reason that he was clearly disturbed. He's clearly fucked up. He was still conversational and still able to speak on games with knowledge and with comprehension. But the guy was a nut. He was a nut, and over time, his mental health has declined more and more and more. And I mean, that's what, the internet is there to get you. If you put yourself out there and you're fucked up, the internet is there to have a laugh at your ass. So in so many ways, I don't necessarily feel bad for the guy. But yeah, he continues to have more tragedies. I guess he went to a convention this weekend and he wound up getting kicked out, and he had a total meltdown and laying on the floor and stuff like that. I hadn't heard about that until tonight. I watched a YouTube video from somebody whose name I don't remember because the video wasn't very good, and yeah, the video just wasn't very good, and that's kind of my point. Being somebody that's directly impacted by mental handicaps, here's what I'm gonna say, and I'll elaborate, but here's what I'm gonna say. All right, well, let's just start by saying first, my brother is mentally retarded. Straight up. There's no other way that I can put it. There's no other term. There's nothing else that I can associate with him. It's not autism. It's not Down syndrome. It's not fucking... You know what I'm saying? People are afraid of that word now. In this PC culture. Sometimes it's appropriate. He's fucking retarded. Period. So anything that delves into mental issues, I'm going to be particularly sensitive to. That being said, I guess, there's a couple of things that I want to talk about. The first part of it is that if you hear people using the word retard, or you hear trigger words, or people imitate, doing their typical retard voice, you can't get upset about it. You can't get upset about it because people don't understand. People don't understand what it's like to have somebody that's fully functional, and there'll be moments of clarity and stuff like that, but I mean, the trials and tribulations and the my brother went through and continues to go through so much stuff. An ideal life, it is not paramount. The most important person in this situation is him. And let me tell you something. Let me express it for him, because he can't. His life is far from ideal. Far from ideal. Okay? He's never gonna drive a car fast. He's never gonna fucking get pussy. He's never gonna get stoned. You know, none of these things are in his future, or his present or his past. They will never exist. He is operating on a very fundamental level. If I had to venture a guess, I'd say maybe as far as speech goes, maybe 6, 5, maybe less than that. And intellectually, probably around the same. You know, he's not he's a simple guy. He's a simple guy, and it's sensitive, man. It puts a lot of strain on a marriage. It puts a lot of strain on a family relationship. And I could go on and on and on and on about it. I really could. But that's not what I want to say. The first thing that I want to say is you can't be sensitive. If you're gay, you can't be sensitive to the word faggot. If you're, whatever it is, whatever your little trigger word is, you got to let it go. Because sure, some people are saying it to be mean, but some people aren't. And even the people that are saying it to be mean don't get it. Don't get your situation. Don't expect them to get your situation. It's not their business to get your situation. And nor is it your business to understand where somebody else is coming from. Unless you feel like it's worth your time and care. Nobody has just the right to your time and consideration, to their fucking feelings. They earn that. There's no need to adjust vocabulary for anything. I fucking say retard all the time, and when somebody else says it, 9 times out of 10, I'm cool with it. The thing about it is, though, I will leave you with this. If you're gonna make a video critiquing somebody like Chris Chan, it had better be fucking funny, man, because it's such a lay down target. It's such an easy video to make. I mean, I could do a better job than you with my fucking nutsack tied behind my back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't even have to try to be funnier than you. And you have way more subscribers than I do. And you put way more effort into your editing than I do. And my shit is better. So yeah, if you're gonna throw it out there, it better be a home run, or else I'm gonna pounce on that comment section and I'm gonna shit all over. And I shit all over this guy, and first he fucking liked it, and then like 15 minutes go by and he puts yikes. I said, you're fucking right, yikes. You know. Anyway, yeah. I don't mean to stray too far away from the topic. I wish that mental retardation looked cool on a t-shirt. Because it surely could use some attention, and it surely could use some help. I mean, what happened with my broski? What happened with my brother is that his when he was born, the umbilical cord was around his throat, and he lost a lot of oxygen, and you sort of need that for your brain to work. And I guess a lot of time went by, and I mean his baby pictures are like grotesque. They're grotesque. He's fucking blue. He's blue. He's blue, you know what I'm saying? And his eyes are fucking like Satan red, you know? It's like crazy nasty. Uh, and we went through so much. I mean, like I said, I could go on hours and hours and hours about it. From him doing harmful things to himself, to the what it did to my parents, to finding schools for him, to how people in our neighborhood related to him, and what it did for me socially, which is like the least important of everything, but it's still a thing, you know. uh Golly, handicaps, man. They're pretty serious. So do I just feel like trigger words. I feel like snowflakes, and I feel like SJWs and white knights, and all those cornballs nowadays not only hinder free speech, they fuck up comedy, which is really important. You should be able to say faggot or retard or whatever word that you want to use. And if you don't like it, sit on your hands. Uh, it's just crazy how people who don't even have any claims to anything just get bent out of shape and try to jump in front of something, and so you shouldn't say something. Uh, but yep, I still maintain, if you're gonna say it, it better be some man, that joke better be fire, you know what I'm saying? A video better be fire if you're gonna be picking on somebody. And if it's not, I'm gonna let you know. Uh, I'm trying to think of like a really profound story about my brother, and there's just too many. Um, there's just too many. Um, the only time that I would say that I ever experienced um, discrimination. That's a tough word. Discrimination. Why would somebody like me, like I grew up in a really richy area, like I had everything, you know, I was good. Uh, I decided to fuck that up. Uh, the first time, so when my brother was really young, he had this pin straight blonde hair, uh, big brown eyes. Like he looks different than I do. Uh, he uh he didn't look handicapped. He didn't look handicapped. He just looked like a really young kid. That was an advantage for him, and that was an advantage for my family. Um, that changed. I can't remember what age it was. I don't even know if it was like really. It had to be a specific time because people started to change how they acted around him. He got he got older, and as his body matured, it became more became plain to see that he was, that he had something going on. And I remember for the first time, it was my mother. It was my mother, my brother, and me. That's probably totally grammatically wrong. It was my mother, my brother, and I. That's probably better. We went we went to a restaurant called the Good Steer. I'll put the name of the restaurant up because they obviously it wasn't a good experience. We went to a restaurant called the Good Steer, and my brother is not necessarily loud. He's certainly not like cursing or vulgar or unpleasant to be around, but you could look at him and you could tell that he's fucking retarded, you know? And they sat us so far away from the like dining community that was there. It was like so obvious, and the waiters were uncomfortable. The person that seated us was uncomfortable. Like the whole, it was like real. I don't want to say discrimination, but it was different. We were different. We could tell we were different. And I mean, we sat down. We had like, your little intro with the waiter, and maybe one more interaction, and I remember my mother looking at me and going, do you want to get out of here? And I said, yeah, let's get the fuck out of here, man. We got out of there. um, yeah, life's a trip. Everybody's got a story. That is a little bit of mine and some of the things that were on the forefront of my mind this evening. I thank you for listening to them, and I had a wonderful time expressing myself. Have a pleasant evening, my friends. Thank you.